Greetings everyone on this auspicious occasion of World Mental Health Day, that is 10th of October. We begin on a wholesome journey of being human, discussing about what is psychology, what is human behavior, how mind and behavior works, their understanding. Norman Cousins once said, "The growth of the human mind is still high adventure, in many ways, the highest adventure on earth." So, let's begin with this adventurous journey of understanding our mind and behavior in more depth. With understanding of mind and behavior, there comes a term known as psychology. With psychology comes human well being, or we can even say being human in true essence. From NCERT point of view, psychology is defined formally as the science which studies mental processes, experiences and behavior in different contexts. But in a layman term, psychology is everything that makes us question and understand that why do a person behave in a particular way, or why he doesn't behave in that predefined socially acceptable behavior. Basically, psychology plays with our mind. We have so many examples around us as which makes us curious that how can it even be possible. A student who used to score so less in exams gradually start doing good. A person who is not physically fit climbs the highest of mountains. Humans turn into terrorists. Why people do inhuman things or such things? सरप्राइजिंग इज़न्ट इट? ये जितनी भी चीज़ें हमारे अराउंड होती हैं, इन सब के आंसर्स नहीं है, लेकिन अंडरस्टैंडिंग हमें ह्यूमन साइकोलॉजी ज़रूर देती हैं. इट इज़ वन ऑफ द मोस्ट ब्यूटिफुल ब्रांचेस ऑफ फिलॉसफी which makes us more of a human. And psychology cannot claim to find the answers of our complex questions, but it will surely improve our understanding and how we make sense of this phenomena. हम सबके अपने कुछ ना कुछ रीजंस होते हैं पढ़ने के कोई भी सब्जेक्ट. वो एक छोटा सा रीज़न हो सकता है या फिर एक बड़ा लाइफ चेंजिंग रीज़न भी हो सकता है. ऑल्दो कुछ लोग विदाउट एनी रीज़न भी कोई सब्जेक्ट ले लेते हैं बिकॉज वो उन्हें मिल गया. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल अभी CUET चल रहा है, तो उसके चक्कर में like to get admission in Delhi University you have to make preference list. तो उस preference list में थोड़ी सी भी गलती हो जाए तो हमें कोई भी सब्जेक्ट मिल जाता है. सिमिलरली कुछ लोगों का रीज़न भी होता है कि वो ये पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट क्यों पढ़ना चाह रहे हैं एंड उसके अलावा वो कोई सब्जेक्ट पढ़ना ही नहीं चाह रहे. सो बिफोर गोइंग इन टू डेप्थ you all should need to ask yourself for what reasons you want to know more about psychology. And meanwhile, I would also like to share one of my personal reasons that with me it's not only one particular incident that made my inclination towards psychology, but one of them which is very close to my heart. And I'll be sharing that. So as in old age we see that older people start forgetting things. They start forgetting names, phone numbers, or even the smallest of things like what they ate yesterday, what they ate in the morning. Same thing happened with my grandmother also, and we used to find it quite normal. So everyone does until and unless someone is aware about Alzheimer disease. So yes, my grandmother was also diagnosed with Alzheimer disease. And before we knew about it, we also used to find this quite normal and part of aging which everyone has to go through. We used to live out of our hometown, so she was very much attached to our hometown. So usually she used to always say to my father that make me visit our hometown. But surprisingly, whenever we used to come back from that visit from our hometown, the very next day she used to start saying the same thing again, that it's been a while, it's been so long, we haven't visited our hometown. Like everything got vanished from her memory. She didn't even remembered what happened the last day. But it was all okay for us as far as she remembered all of us. But one fine day she was like having fever, so while going to the washroom, she fell, and we got really worried and took her to the hospital, to the doctor, to assure that there wasn't no physical injury. We got relieved when doctor told us that there is no such physical injury. With physical injury, we meant bone being broken or anything as such. But who knew with this was there was a more severe thing which happened. For one night, she was admitted in the hospital, but when she came back to home, things were different. She was not able to recognize us. Her behavior showed that she went back in time. She used to think herself as a small little girl of 11 to 12 years old, and used to say that this is not my home and I want to go back to my parents' house or else they'll scold me. This is one of the small symptom I'm sharing with you. There were many other symptoms of Alzheimer. Later on, she was diagnosed with Alzheimer and used to take medications. Slowly, she became more dependent for even the basic day-to-day activities. And that phase of life was very dreadful and very depressing for all of us. I literally used to cry. Mentally, we used to feel so helpless by seeing her condition. This made me more thoughtful regarding mental health and mental well-being. By studying this subject has helped me in my life a lot. Now everything that happens with me, I try to connect with psychology. I understand and accept that everyone is born and brought up in a different environment. Even the genetics also play a huge role. So there exists no comparison between two humans. The comparison that exists is within ourselves. What we were yesterday and what we are now, what we are today. At last, I just want to say one thing, that it's our mind. And if you are able to control your mind, you can actually do a lot of things better in life. Mind is the most powerful thing, because what you tell your mind is what will come out. We all think, I am tired, I cannot run more. It's the mind that is telling the body you can't run. If your mind is not working hard or working properly, you cannot do anything, as our main strength is our mind. Mentally, what we talk to ourselves, mentally, what we tell ourselves is what we'll become. There is no way we can perform to our best level if we are unstable at our minds. There's really just one single wall between you and the life you know you want to live, and that's your mindset. With this, I rest my case. Would be looking forward with a new video about human being human, and psychology. Thank you.